Introducing the Daily Devotional Podcast. And now, the man that brings the scriptures to life with his voice, Derek K. Leroy.
Welcome to the Daily Devotional Podcast. We know your days are busy, and that's why our podcast is designed for you. Join us and our inspiring cast, Deacon Andrew Miller, your host, and Dr. Braden Henderson, our insightful religious scholar and co-host. We're here to share a good word with you every weekday. The Daily Devotional is a Christian podcast created to share uplifting devotionals that encourage spiritual growth and inspire a deeper connection with God. Each episode is only 8 to 10 minutes, perfect for your busy day, whether you're commuting, on a break, or just need a moment of peace. And because we're on YouTube, you can listen whenever is most convenient for your schedule, just like your favorite podcasts. Don't miss your daily dose of inspiration. We post new podcast episodes every Monday through Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Find peace, encouragement, and a moment of reflection. Subscribe now, hit that like button, and share the Daily Devotional Podcast with friends and family on all your platforms. Set your reminder for 6:30 p.m., Monday to Friday, and start your week with faith.
Now, let's begin our Daily Devotional Podcast. But before we do, a quick reminder to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future reflections, and please share this with anyone who might find it a blessing. Your host for this journey is Deacon Andrew Miller. Joining him is co-host Dr. Braden Henderson. Bringing the scriptures to life with his voice is narrator Derek K. Leroy. And I'm Marcelo Boyd, your announcer. And now, here's your host, Deacon Andrew Miller.
Today is Saturday, May 31st, 2025. This is episode number 1151, titled The Unveiled Truth, Philip's Courage and Divine Intervention. Hi, I'm Andrew, your host, and welcome to the Daily Devotional Podcast, a space created to share uplifting Christian devotionals that encourage spiritual growth and inspire a deeper connection with God. This episode marks a special occasion for us. We're beginning a new series called Echoes of Faith, where we'll explore remarkable stories about the lives of the apostles after the resurrection. This is the first of 9 powerful episodes we'll be bringing to you on special Saturday editions for the next 8 or 9 weeks. We post a good word every day, Monday through Friday. You can watch live on YouTube at 6:30 p.m. We believe that even a few moments of reflection can bring profound change. If this message resonates with you, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you're alerted to new devotionals. We'd also love for you to share this message on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and all platforms with anyone who might be seeking inspiration today. Please share your insights by leaving a comment below. Your interaction helps us build a supportive community and ensures these messages reach those who need them. Dr. Henderson, today's devotional is based on a remarkable narrative we've titled, The Scroll of Philip, a revelation long withheld. It paints a picture of Philip, often seen as a quieter apostle, facing a challenge of cosmic proportions. Before we hear this incredible account, what does Philip's character, as we know it from the canonical scriptures, prepare us for in a story of such high stakes?
That's an excellent question, Andrew. In the canonical Gospels, Philip is often portrayed as a more pragmatic, almost hesitant disciple. He's the one who asks Jesus, "Where are we to buy bread, that these people may eat?" when faced with the hungry multitude. He's also the one who asks, "Lord, show us the Father, and it suffices us," suggesting a deep longing for direct understanding, but perhaps also a certain intellectual or experiential need for proof. So, for a man like Philip, someone grounded in questions and seeking direct revelation, to be thrust into a situation demanding such extraordinary faith and confrontation, it speaks volumes. It suggests that even the most reluctant among us can be called to moments of profound, undeniable courage when the Spirit leads.
Indeed, it speaks to the idea that God uses each person's unique strengths and often their perceived weaknesses for his divine plan. This story, in particular, challenges our understanding of how God intervenes and what happens when spiritual battles unfold in ways beyond our comprehension. It's a testament to God's absolute sovereignty and the power he grants to those who dare to stand for truth. Listeners, what you're about to hear is a powerful, perhaps even startling, account of faith under immense pressure. We believe it offers profound insights into divine power and personal conviction. We're going to take a very brief commercial break now. When we return, our talented narrator, Derek K. Leroy, will bring you the full story of the Scroll of Philip. Stay with us. You won't want to miss this.
Need a daily boost? The Daily Devotional Podcast delivers short, meaningful reflections to nourish your soul and bring you peace. Every Monday through Friday at 6:30 p.m. on YouTube. Don't miss out. Subscribe, hit that like button, and share it with everyone. And now let's dive back into the podcast. Hey, yes, you listening right now. Do you have a friend who could use an uplifting word? Help them out and forward this episode to them. It's so easy, and you might just be helping a friend who needs a good word.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're ready for a story that will truly challenge and inspire you. This is the Scroll of Philip, a revelation long withheld. Now, let us lend our ears to this ancient and profound account, as narrated by Derek K. Leroy.
Behold, a truth long shrouded in shadow, herein set forth in this ancient scroll, discovered amongst the hidden texts of Qumran, yet held apart from the common canon of the Nazarenes' followers for generations untold. Perchance its revelation of Philip, the 13th Apostle, possessed a might and glory so profound, it risked eclipsing the chronicles of those others deemed more vital to the nascent church's rise. But the hour of its unveiling is at hand, that all may perceive the full measure of God's power as manifest through his servant. Philip was not Peter, impetuous and bold of tongue, nor John, the beloved and mystic of heart. Nay, he was a man given to practical queries, ever seeking to grasp the tangible truths of the Lord. Was it not Philip who, amidst the hungry multitude, questioned the Master, saying, "Whence shall we buy bread, that these folk may eat?" And was it not Philip who, in the days nigh unto the crucifixion, did yearn, "Lord, show us the Father"? And it sufficeth us? Thus he walked with Jesus through the dusty ways of Galilee, bearing witness to his signs and wonders, hearing his parables, his very soul being transformed by the presence of the Anointed One. Then came the hour of darkness, the agony of the tree, followed by the blinding glory of the resurrection. The Messiah had vanquished death, ascended unto the heavens, and bequeathed unto his disciples a command both fearsome and exhilarating. Go ye forth into all the world and proclaim the gospel. For Philip, this divine charge led him far from the familiar shores of Galilee, unto a place where ancient darkness held dominion. The steam ascended in hazy columns from the hot springs of Hierapolis, painting the very air with a sickening, sulphurous scent that stung Philip's nostrils. He stood upon the verge of the sacred precinct, observing the throng of supplicants bearing offerings unto the great Serpent, a deity whose shrine pulsed with a dark, hypnotic energy. Unlike the bustling markets of Jerusalem or the familiar coasts of Galilee, this city, with its elder cults and theatrical rites, felt alien and did much intimidate his spirit. Philip, still a man of practical questions and thoughtful hesitations, felt the gravitas of his calling pressed down upon him. He was sent to unveil the Father unto a city steeped in reverence for a fear-mongering serpent god. He yearned for the simple days, for clear commands, for the comforting presence of the Master. This was otherwise. This demanded a boldness he deemed not his own. He commenced with gentler overtures, quiet discourse in the agora, sharing parables amongst small gatherings, healing discreetly. But the Serpent Cult's grip was absolute. Its high priestess, a woman named Lyra, ruled with an iron fist of dread, her pronouncements delivered with chilling conviction, her influence weaving through every stratum of Hierapolitan life. Her eyes, when they met Philip's across the bustling temple square, held a chilling knowingness, a silent challenge. One sweltering afternoon, a young woman, Lyra by name, stumbled into the small, hidden community Philip had gathered. Her visage was ashen, her eyes wide with terror. "My brother, he is cursed," she whispered, pointing to a dark, festering mark upon his arm. "He spake against the serpent." Lyra sent forth her priests. They laid hands upon him. He doth wither. Philip beheld the boy, his body trembling with fever, the mark spreading like a blight. This was not mere sickness. It was a demonstration of power, a public warning from the cult. Philip's heart cried out within him. "I shall succor the boy," he declared unto Lyra, his voice firm. Lyra's eyes, though yet filled with terror, held a flicker of hope. "We seek only that he be well enough to journey," she pleaded, her voice scarce a whisper. "Away from this place, away from the High Priestess, back unto our village, far from this evil." Philip placed a reassuring hand upon her shoulder. "My God is the Lord of lords, and power belongeth unto him alone, and I must needs approach this as the Spirit doth lead," he told her, his gaze resolute. He turned unto the boy, his voice hardening with conviction. "Lyra hath laid this sickness upon him, Lyra, and Lyra shall needs heal him, or my God, the Lord of Israel, the one who wrestled with Jacob until the breaking of the day, who appeared as a burning bush unto Moses in the wilderness, who parted the Red Sea with a mighty wind to deliver his people. He shall smite her down." Lyra gasped, seizing Philip's arm. "She shall surely slay thee. I implore thee, do not this thing." Philip looked upon her, a serene calm settling upon his features. "I fear not, Lyra, for my Father hath prepared a place for me in his kingdom, a kingdom not of this world." He walked onto the main market square, where the serpent priests conducted a ritual, their chants echoing, their incense burning. Lyra stood by the altar, her gaze imperious. Philip, bearing the feverish boy in his arms, pressed through the multitude. A hush fell. "High Priestess Lyra." Philip's voice, though not thundering like Peter's, cut through the air, clear and steady. "My God doth command thee to heal this boy, or to feel his wrath." Lyra's eyes narrowed, a cold fury rising within her. Her voice was a low hiss, yet it carried across the square. "Foolish outsider, I shall utter this but once. Depart hence, take the sick child, and the meddling sister, and return unto thy home. Be thankful that I did not take his life." Her gaze sharpened, fixing upon Philip. "And if thou dost not, thou shalt surely perish this day, Philip." Philip and Lyra exchanged a glance of utter astonishment. Philip had never spoken his name aloud in Hierapolis. Lyra's lips curled into a sneer. "I knew that thou wouldst come hither and demand that I bow unto thy God. That shall not come to pass. Depart from my presence now." For Lyra, in her boundless ambition, perceived not only a challenge, but an opportunity to claim the very place of this God, should she prevail in the square. Philip drew a deep breath, and a profound sense of peace settled upon him. He began to recite, his voice echoing with ancient power. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." Lyra shrieked, raising her hand. The day turned to night, then back to day again, all in the space of 3 agonizing seconds. When the light returned, Philip lay lifeless upon the cobblestones. A cruel smile played upon Lyra's lips. "Now take thy sick brother and thy dead friend and depart hence, ere this matter worsen." The cult's men moved, assisting Lyra to place Philip's remains in a borrowed cart beside her feverish brother. They commenced their departure from the market square, a pall of terror settling over the shocked multitude. Lyra turned unto the trembling onlookers, her voice cutting through the silence. "This is what befalls those who address me with disrespect." The divine intervention of the Almighty. Suddenly, the multitude parted, their gasps echoing as Philip stood, unblemished, before Lyra. Lyra's eyes widened in shock, then narrowed to slits of pure rage. She raised her hand once more, and the very ground convulsed. With a guttural roar, a host of 500 demons, grotesque and terrifying in form, arose from the earth, encompassing her. Philip, his voice now booming with divine authority, declared, "Jehovah hath warned thee. Now shalt thou behold the power of the true God." At that very moment, the heavens were rent asunder. The Archangel Michael, blazing with celestial light, descended at the vanguard of an army of 10,000 angels, their swords drawn and shining with the light of the Most High. Lyra, consumed by her audacious desire to usurp the Almighty's throne, merely sneered, "Thou bringest 10,000? Then I shall match thee." And with a furious gesture, the earth ripped open anew, and a legion of 10,000 foul demons, shrieking and clawing, burst forth from the abyss, joining her host. She sought to match the heavens, number for number, but the host of the Lord knew no such limitation. Before Lyra's monstrous forces could even array themselves, the 10,000 angels of God, with a flash brighter than the noonday sun, multiplied fourfold, standing now as 40,000 celestial warriors, their fiery swords poised, their countenances resolute. Then Michael, the great prince, lifted his mighty hand, and from the heavens a voice clearer than any trumpet, yet softer than a whisper, thundered forth, a command not of man nor angel, but of God himself: "Surrender, and return below the ground." At that divine utterance, a tremor of fear, born not of earthly might, but of the holy name, seized Lyra's demon legions. Their monstrous forms quailed, their shrieks turned to whimpers of despair. They, who served darkness, knew the true power that lay in the word of the Creator. And with a single terrified surge, the 10,000 demons abandoned Lyra, fleeing back into the gaping maw of the earth from whence they came, leaving her utterly forsaken. Lyra, standing alone amidst the hushed square, her ambition crumbled to dust before her eyes, gazed upon the 40,000 angels and perceived, in that horrifying moment, the absolute and unassailable power of the God she had dared to defy. She understood then that even if she could muster legions, the very will of creation would not stand against him, and the hearts of her own dark servants were but dust before his majesty. The rest was a blinding, overwhelming confrontation. Lyra, utterly outmatched, was swallowed by the earth, sent screaming into the abyss of Sheol. As the last angel ascended, the market square was filled with a profound silence, broken only by the gasps of the newly healed. Lyra's brother sat upright, the dark mark vanished, his eyes clear and vibrant. All the people Lyra had harmed in Hierapolis were instantly healed, their sicknesses and curses lifted from them. Lyra, overwhelmed with awe and wonder, looked upon Philip. Why did God suffer this to happen, Philip? Why did he tarry? Philip smiled, a radiant joy upon his face. He tarried not, Lyra. He awaited. He awaited for but one person to have faith. And when thou didst manifest thy faith, he delivered all of you. The multitude, no longer gripped by terror, began to murmur, then to cheer. A new understanding dawned upon their faces, replacing generations of fear. Philip, no longer merely a man of practical questions, stood as a beacon of the Lord's power, his once reluctant spirit now ablaze with righteous fire. Hierapolis, once a stronghold of the Serpent Cult, was transformed forevermore.
Wow. Dr. Henderson, every time I hear that story, it sends shivers down my spine. The power, the sheer scale of divine intervention. It's unlike anything we typically read. What are your initial reflections on this incredible account of Philip's ministry?
Dr. Henderson, it's truly breathtaking. What strikes me most is the profound contrast between Philip's initial reluctance and the monumental spiritual warfare he's drawn into. It underscores a fundamental truth. God doesn't always call the equipped, he equips the called. Philip, a man of questions, becomes the vessel for an undeniable demonstration of God's absolute sovereignty. The immediate resurrection, the multiplication of angels, and the outright terror of Lyra's demons, it's a vivid illustration that no earthly or demonic power can stand against the Almighty OU.
And in this incredible narrative, Dr. Henderson, God systematically demonstrated to Lyra that her power was not her own, but merely that which he allowed, correct?
Precisely, Andrew. God unveiled his supremacy layer by layer. First, he commanded Lyra to heal what she had broken, asserting his authority over her actions and her curses. Then, when she struck Philip down, he utterly reversed her power by resurrecting his servant, showing her that even death was subject to him. When she called forth her demons, he instantly outnumbered them with his angels. And when she defiantly matched the angel's numbers, he simply outnumbered her again, proving his limitless resources. Finally, and most powerfully, he didn't even need the angels for the ultimate defeat. He just spoke a single word, a divine command, and Lyra's power was utterly no more. She was banished, and all her spells and curses were instantaneously broken. It was a complete and undeniable demonstration that all power belongs to him, and he can grant it, allow it, or take it away at his sovereign will.
It certainly challenges us to consider what spiritual battles might be happening around us that we can't see, and to remember that God is always sovereign, no matter how dire the circumstances appear. In Philip's final words to Lyra, he awaited for but one person to have faith, and when thou didst manifest thy faith, he delivered all of you. That's a beautiful, simple, yet incredibly profound message, isn't it? It's the very essence of the gospel. It reminds us that our faith, even if small, can unlock immense divine power. Lyra's desperation led her to Philip, and her desperate plea, her belief, became the pivot point for an entire city's deliverance. God often waits for that spark of genuine faith, not as a condition for his power, but as a demonstration of our willingness to trust him in the face of the impossible. It calls us to examine our own level of trust when we face our serpent cults or cursed brothers in life. That's a truly powerful message for today. Thank you, Dr. Henderson, for your profound insights. And now, dear listeners, as we conclude our devotional, let us unite our hearts and voices in the prayer that our Lord taught us. Please join me.
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread.
And forgive us our
trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Good night, everyone.
Amen. Good night, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us for today's devotional. We humbly appreciate your time and hope this message has been a blessing to you. As a reminder, we post a good word every day, Monday through Friday. You can watch live on YouTube at 6:30 p.m. We believe that even a few moments of reflection can bring profound change. If this message resonates with you, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you're alerted to new devotionals. We'd also love for you to share this message on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and all platforms with anyone who might be seeking inspiration today. Please share your insights by leaving a comment below. Your interaction helps us build a supportive community and ensures these messages reach those who need them. May God bless you.